Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost, and today we are here to unbox Metroid Dread on the Nintendo Switch. Metroid Dread is the latest game released here in the Metroid series, taking place after the events of Metroid Fusion. It was released on October 8th, 2021, along with some new amiibo here. So as we can see, Metroid Dread has two amiibos featured for the game. So we have an amiibo of Samus in her new power suit featured in Dread, along with a new enemy here, the Emmy, as they are called. So we're going to go ahead today and unbox ourselves the standard version of Metroid Dread's physical release here on the Switch, along with some amiibo. So what do you say? The first thing we unbox here is going to be Metroid Dread's physical release on the Nintendo Switch. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the physical version here of Metroid Dread first. So as you can see, I opted to go for the standard release of Metroid Dread. There was also a collector's edition of the game, and I opted to not pick up that version, so on screen now is everything that comes with the collector's edition of Metroid Dread. This does look like a very nice version of the game that comes with an art book. For me, I couldn't really justify the price difference, even though I am a pretty big Metroid fan. The art book wasn't enough for me to upgrade to that said version of the game, but if you do pick up this version, you do get some nice stuff included with your copy of Metroid Dread. But now let's go ahead and take a look at the physical release here of Metroid Dread on the Switch. So we can see here from the front cover, we got some nice artwork here from the new game. We can see Samus in her new suit here on the front cover. We got some of the mysterious robot creatures here in the background, which once you play the game, you know more of what these creatures are. Taking a look at the back here, we see all this extra information about the game, about facing your fears. As you know, the main game's name implies, there's a feeling of dread throughout your journey here. And we can see some screenshots here of some extra artwork, some stuff with the game. We even see some information about the amiibo here on the back of what they do. If you scan amiibo in the game, from the looks of things, you get some extra resources here to use in your copy of Metroid Dread. So everything here looks pretty good. On the side, we have our standard little spine of just the title, Nintendo's logo and all that. Nothing very special there. So let me go ahead, crack this open with my trusty little knife here. And let's just cut the slit here for the plastic seal. And now, with that done, let's go ahead and take a look at what comes inside of the box here. There we go, comes right on off. And now from here, we can see on the inside, we got some more custom artwork here for Dread. We can see a nice render here of Samus, which I really do like that art. In fact, if we take out the sleeve here, we can get an even better look of this artwork here. It is very nice looking. I do like this. It's kind of a shame it's not really a reversible cover, but as an inside cover, this does look really well detailed. So I'm gonna go ahead now and put this back into the Switch case itself. And now we can go ahead and take a look, as you know, the game only really has one other thing in it, the cartridge. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cartridge of Metroid Dread up close. So as we can see here, as the camera focuses on the game, we can definitely just see it's a simplistic looking design. It just has the Metroid Dread logo on it with the Switch logo on top. Got your standard information on the bottom. Nothing very special there, but that's pretty much everything that comes with the physical release of Metroid Dread on the Switch. Again, you do get more with your copy of this game if you do manage to pick up the collector's edition of Metroid Dread. As I opted just for the physical release here, all you really get is just the game and the cover, and that's pretty much it. But that's really all I need for my copy of the game. So now with this, let's go ahead and take a look at the amiibo that were released for Metroid Dread. Alright, let's go ahead and unbox ourselves the amiibo now released for Metroid Dread. So as we can see here, we got two different amiibo released for Metroid Dread, and they were both released here in a double pack, at least here in North America. So if we can go ahead and take a look here at the amiibo up close, we can see that we have two of them right next to each other. Samus here is rocking her new suit design from Metroid Dread. We can see the nice blue shoulder pads here, and it's kind of familiar-ish if you have played Metroid Fusion, as the base suit in that game was a blue suit, and that's the same case here with Metroid Dread. So it looks like it's very similar to her fusion suit featured in, well, Metroid Fusion. Here we can also see the Emmy robot. It's a very menacing looking creature, and we'll get a better look at it once we open up the packaging. But if we take a look at the back here, we can see some extra information here for the game. So we can see here, using the Samus amiibo, we can go ahead, scan this into Metroid Dread. And we gotta get even closer because this is such a fine-tuned thing of text. We can see that using the Samus amiibo will give us a refill of an energy tank once a day, and you can also get an extra energy tank in the game. Scanning the Emmy amiibo into the game, we will replenish our missiles once a day, and you can also get a bonus missile tank in the game as well. So in a sense, when you do scan the Samus and Emmy amiibos for Metroid Dread into Dread itself, you will get yourself an extra energy tank and missile tank. In a sense, you can get 101% completion in Metroid Dread, which is very interesting when you ask me. But let's go ahead and unbox the set amiibo here. So I do have a handy knife. This will make it easier for us just to cut into the packaging. So just gonna lift up the flap here on the side, so we can kind of see now. Just take that knife and then just start a little slit there and start opening this up. There you go. Package is out. So let's go ahead, take the amiibos out of the box. And now take off the little clamshell. And it looks like Samus doesn't want to come out, but you know what? It's time for you to come out, Samus. There's our first figure, and now for our second one. There you go. There's our two amiibo, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. Okay, so now that we have the amiibo out of their packaging, let's take a look at these amiibo up close. So first things first, let's take a look at the Samus amiibo here. So, as mentioned earlier, this Samus is based off of the default suit design that is featured in Metroid Dread, which is a brand new suit for our hero Samus Aran. And I do like the nice touch of the blue and the white mixing together while still maintaining that classic red helmet design and pack design here in the back. We have Samus's arm cannon here on her right arm, which is very detailed. Looks like your standard power beam. Got a little bit of like a green circle here on the side of her shoulder pads. It's a very nice and detailed amiibo, and we can even see on the base we have the Screw Attack logo featured in the Metroid series. So this is a very well detailed amiibo, and it feels very solid too. It has really good build design, just like a lot of modern day amiibos released by Nintendo. So that was the Samus design. Now let's take a look at the brand new creature type here featured in Metroid Dread, the Emmy. So this here is a Emmy creature. These are supposed to be the reoccurring enemy type Samus will run into in Metroid Dread. That gives you, well, that feeling of dread, as these creatures are very menacing and there's not very much Samus can do to defend herself when an Emmy finds her. And we can see that based on the design too, that this creature does look pretty menacing. Again, we got some very nice build quality here. It feels very sturdy. We can take a look at its base and we can see a piece of metal floor on the actual base of the amiibo itself. So we have an extra layer on top of the base, so to say, here of the figure, which is very nice. We can see here the nice clamped feet design as well, which is very detailed. The face eye design looks very menacing. It has a nice shine in the light, which is supposed to be like a LED, like laser beam kind of focus point eye. So it is very nice looking, very menacing, as I've said multiple times at this point. And it's a very cool looking amiibo. Scanning this into the game, giving you an extra missile, is an also very nice use. Same for this Samus amiibo here, giving you an extra energy tank in the game. So getting more items from these is actually very nice. It's good that they don't just refill your health and your missiles. It's good they can give you extra missiles and an extra energy tank, making them more valuable to have compared to other amiibos released for other Nintendo games. And there you have it. That was everything that comes with the physical version of Metroid Dread, along with the newly released amiibo here for the game. I will say that these amiibo are very well detailed and they have a pretty good use inside of Metroid Dread, so I am looking forward to scanning these into my game and trying it out. And I have been a huge fan of the Metroid series for years, so I've been looking forward to the release of this brand new 2D Metroid game. So I'm very excited to dive into this game here and explore this new world Samus has to explore. Before we end things, I do need to give a huge thank you and shout out to my friends Matt's LP Adventures and Etern Unique, as they were able to track down these amiibos for me and they picked them up and sent them my way. So thank you too for finding these amiibo, as it has been a challenge to find these specific amiibo. So I really appreciate it, and without their contribution here, we wouldn't be showing off these amiibos in today's video. So thank you guys once again. Well, with that said, I'm gonna go ahead now and play me some Metroid Dread here on my Switch. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.